time for Feel Good Friday. I love that music. This is where we bring you a little good news heading into the weekend. And today it's all about the moms letting out that collective primal scream heard around the country. That's right. A group of moms banded together to scream out their frustrations about parenting in the pandemic. So let's bring in some of those moms. Sarah Harmon and Tess O'Brien, thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Just to give you a warning, I told our guy in audio, John, that he needs to watch out for the microphones right now, because just in case you decide to let out one of those screams now. Sarah, you're the mastermind behind this. The first scream session was actually in March 2021 in Boston, but a year later you posted a picture on Instagram saying it was time for another. You held that scream earlier this week, so where did this idea come from?
I'm a therapist who works with moms. I'm a mom of 2 young kids myself. So I have been intimately connected to the struggles that women and moms have been feeling throughout this pandemic. And so really it came about out of my own frustrations and out of conversations with my clients. And also I run a company called the School of Mom. Mom stands for Mothering Oneself Mindfully. So I'm always trying to teach moms and women how to take care of themselves. And in the pandemic, we didn't have our normal outlets. We didn't have the regular tools that we have. So we had to get a little creative. And when I started saying, I think the only thing we can really do right now is go out in a field and scream, and people said, let's do it, I didn't need much convincing. I just scheduled it and we went.
But did it help, Sarah? Did it help?
Yes, these women, the feedback I keep getting is, oh, I feel so much lighter. I mean, after last night's scream in West Peabody, I got texts that said, I had no idea. I thought it was kind of silly, but I had no idea how good that felt. I had no idea what it would feel like on the other end, how much I needed that. People said that it was so good to feel spontaneous for a moment, out of control, and people sleep better. I'm still feeling the effects 2 weeks from the one in January.
I love it. Tess, you're one of the moms taking part in this, and what made you want to join in and scream?
I mean, pandemic parenting has been a lot, and everyone is feeling that. You know, it's the constant worry that we're all going through. It's the quarantines. You know, at the drop of a hat, there could be an exposure at school, and your kids are home for 10 days, and you're constantly context switching between changing diapers and getting on an important work call. You're tapping your spouse out to cover the kids. It's a lot, and also trying to find ways to make sure your kids are having something of a normal childhood and experiencing joy. Trying to make sure they get a good belly laugh every day. But it can weigh on someone, especially when we don't have our outlets, you know, to get out with friends, to get out and just let go. You know, you can't go dancing with your friends anymore. So the opportunity to go scream on a field with some other moms who are experiencing the same thing sounded really delightful. And the first time I went last year, I was a little bit nervous, you know, a little nervous energy around what it would be like. But in the good, trusted hands of Sarah, who led the group, it was hilarious. And it was a wonderful release that a lot of people really want to have and really need these days.
You say you can't go out dancing anymore, but who wants to? When you got the kids to worry about, we're asleep by 9:30, right? So, Tess, let me ask you this. What's your advice to other moms there, you know, as we deal with this pandemic?
Yeah, I think the advice is twofold: to really try to find ways, even if it's for a minute, to get yourself that outlet, whatever it is. And, you know, for some folks, there's a real interest now in hosting these screams. I know Sarah has resources on her website for people that are interested in hosting them. I've heard from a ton of people who really say, I want to do that. I need that. And also lean into community. I think that's the other component to these screams that has been so refreshing is, you know, we're all experiencing similar challenges. The pandemic has been hard for everybody. Moms are in a specific cohort, and parents need outlets. And to be able to scream together with that shared experience and shared knowledge of what it's been like is really rejuvenating.
I love it. And Sarah, we know that other groups are planning their own primal scream sessions. You've been getting some really good reactions, but what's the reaction of the kids? Do they know you're doing this, and what do they think?
So I've been borrowing my kids' light up unicorn wands for the screams, and their biggest reaction is, why are you taking my wand again? Make sure you don't lose it. But they watched the coverage on television, and I think it's been really cool because it's opened up this new conversation about an emotion that we don't really talk about, which is anger. And we're talking about it in a healthier way. Her school and her teachers watched the segment, one of the segments, and they had a conversation about anger. They screamed as a class and talked about how it felt in their bodies. And I think this is really the gift that moms are giving themselves is really going to be a gift that we can give our kids. We teach them coping skills and how to stay resilient.
It is Friday. Sarah Harmon and Tess O'Brien. On the count of three, can we just have, I know we're inside, can we just have a little scream, just a quick one? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Love it. Oh my goodness. That does make me feel so good. John and Audio, I'm sorry to blow your ears out there. Thank you so much, Sarah and Tess. I was a little triggered because of moms yelling, took me back to my childhood, but this is a good way. This is a good way. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Dennis.
you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.